Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Comic Book Nostalgia. I'm CB Nostalgia, and I thought we could take a couple minutes to talk about Young Justice. Well guys, we're going to talk some spoilers from the last episode of Young Justice. That would be Ego and Super Ego, because some major things happened, and we might be seeing something really interesting in the tale of Wally West in the next couple of weeks. So if you haven't seen this episode, I have to recommend you go watch it first. Now, as many of you know, we've had this really weird Wally West aspect to this season. Connor Kent got trapped in the Phantom Zone, and once he was there, he started seeing some hallucinations. But all was not as it seemed. Once Connor was in the zone, it became fairly apparent to fans. There was two ways to see things that were going on. First and foremost, anybody in the zone has a very particular look. And like Connor, they're actually residents of the Phantom Zone, so they appear as residents. But then there's the hallucinations, and most of the hallucinations were full color, standard animation like we were used to seeing them in the show. This was a pretty good storytelling technique to give some differential between the two. And this is where Wally West comes in. Now initially, when Connor started seeing his hallucinations, he actually got one of Wally West, and this involved a pep talk and them working together for a short period of time. Now fans immediately noticed that Wally was not like the rest of the hallucinations, and since then, Zod has confirmed the difference between hallucinations and actual residents of the zone. Last week's episode ended off with most of the team entering the Phantom Zone via the Magic School Bus, leaving us with a bit of a cliffhanger. But clearly, they're going in to try to rescue Connor. Now, Connor actually showed his loyalty to General Zod in last week's episode, leaving many people stunned. I think the stress of the Phantom Zone, the hallucinations, and the delirium associated with being there have absolutely impacted Connor, and hopefully his friends can bring him back from the edge of darkness. I actually think that's the story we're going to see in the zone. Now, how this works out is pretty unclear, but I think this is where Wally West might come into the story. Now, the team is there to look for Connor, and once they find him, I seriously doubt Zod's minions are going to allow him to just leave with them. This is assuming Connor even wants to go. This would be an excellent moment to see Wally West return. The team is there and they have the mechanism to get Connor out of the zone. Imagine if they bring back Wally. I also think Phantom Girl could play into this story interestingly because she is now back in our world, although injured, but I could totally see her finding Magan and returning to the zone with Magan to try to convince Connor also. This would literally give us a full reunion of the original team in the Phantom Zone, something fans have wanted for a really long time. Now, I'm not the only one excited about the possibility of Wally West returning, and I think we now absolutely have all the pieces in place to make that happen. At this point, I'm more optimistic than I've been all season that we're about to see that happen, but we've only got 3 more episodes left, so hopefully this plays out in the next couple of weeks. Now again, I wanted to remind everybody, make sure you're using those hashtags on social media. Renew Young Justice Season 5, and Save Earth 16 are all the hashtags you need to be using to remind HBO Max and Warner Brothers there are a ton of fans of the show and we want more. We've got Young Justice targets coming up, but we don't have any confirmation of Season 5 and it's a must-have. So, what do you guys think? Do you think all the pieces are in place for a full team reunion in the Phantom Zone? And what do you think Artemis's reaction will be to reuniting with Wally in the upcoming story? Well, assuming it happens. Sound off in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you hit like, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. Peace.